Reuters, Wall Street climbed on Tuesday for a third straight session, buoyed by Amazon.com and Apple, while investors focused on upcoming inflation data that could upset the Marqeta Euro trademark's fragile recovery. Amazon.com, AMZNO, rose 1.9% while Apple, AAPLO, added 0.73%, both helping the S&P 500 shake off a negative open to the session and climb 0.13% in afternoon trade. Investors said upcoming data on U.S. consumer prices and retail sales due out on Wednesday would be key to where stocks move in the short term. Inflation and interest rate fears sparked a stock market rout after U.S. jobs data on February 2. Rob Hayworth, a senior investment strategist at U.S. Bank Wealth Management, said the Marqeta Euro trademark's midday recovery was a good sign, but that it was too soon to predict the Marqeta Euro trademark's recovery. We think Euro trademark going to be volatile for a few more trading days at least, as the market sorts out what a Euro trademark's really been going on. Hayworth said. Among the biggest movers was sportswear retailer Under Armour, UAAN, up more than 17% on strong quarterly sales, and AmerisourceBergen, ABCN, up 8% after the Wall Street Journal reported Walgreens, WBAO, was seeking to buy out the drug distributor. Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester, a voting member in the central bank Euro trademark's rate-setting committee this year, said the recent stock market sell-off and jump in volatility will not damage the economy Euro trademark's overall strong prospects. After a wildly volatile week that pushed the market into correction territory, U.S. stocks gained roughly 3% over Friday and Monday, their best two-day gain since June 2016. At 2:45 p.m. ET, the Dow Jones Industrial Average (DJI) was up 0.1% at 24,625.71 points, while the S&P 500 (SPX) had gained 3.7 points to 2,660.54. The Nasdaq Composite (IXIC) added 0.33% to 7,004.71. 8 of the 11 major S&P indexes rose, led by consumer staples. SPLRCS, up 0.45%. Benchmark U.S. 10-year Treasury yields US 10 YT equals RR dipped to 2.842%, shy of a 4-year peak of 2.9020% hit on Monday. The CBOE Volatility Index. VIX, a widely followed measure of short-term stock volatility and seen as a contributing factor itself to the sell-off, was last at 25.31 points, half the 50-point mark it touched last week. Wall Street Euro trademark's recent pullback wiped out all of January Euro trademark's gains for the benchmark S&P 500, which is now down about 0.5% for the year. The tech-heavy Nasdaq is up 1.4% in 2018. On a day of heavy trading in healthcare companies, Henry Schein, HSICO, and Patterson Companies, PDCOO, fell 7% and 5%, respectively, after news of a U.S. Federal Trade Commission complaint against the dental supply firms. Investors in those and other healthcare distributors are weighing the possible ramifications of the AmerisourceBergen deal and a report of Amazon Euro trademark's, AMZNO, push into the space. Of the 70% of the S&P 500 companies that have reported earnings, nearly 78% of them topped profit expectations, according to Thomson Reuters data. That is above the 72% average beat rate in the past 4 quarters. Advancing issues outnumbered declining ones on the NYSE by a 1.04 to 1 ratio, on Nasdaq, a 1.14 to 1 ratio favored advancers.